Hello, welcome to Cardminds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Scorpio weekly money and career reading from July 20th to the 28th, 2025. Scorpios, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Scorpios weekly money and career, July 20th to the 28th, 2025. Thank you for being here. I hope you are well. Be on the lookout, on the here out for the magic word. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put the magic word down below in the comments section and be subscribed. I will pull one name and announce it at the end of the month of July. So grab your best headphones, earbuds for a better sound, and let's get started. We're going to dive right in. Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What do we need to know? What are the messages for this upcoming week? July 20th to the 28th. What do we need to know for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, money and career, July 20th to the 28th? What are the messages? What is the root of the matter? What do we need to know for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Remember to subscribe. 54% of the people that watch this channel, that connect to these readings, are not subscribed. So take a look and see if you are subscribed. It takes a minute, takes a second, takes a click, helps the channel. It helps to engage the channel. And would love you to consider to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. And thank you all to the beautiful subscribers that have been here since the beginning and the ones along the way. Gratitude to each and every one. All right, Scorpios. What do we have for Scorpios? We're creating, we're battling, we're competing. What do we have here? What are you creating? You have an idea, you're developing, you're nurturing this idea, you're thinking of this idea. You're really nurturing yourself right now, Scorpio. You're there for yourself and you're putting yourself first. Specifically, in your energies, your emotions, you're putting yourself first. And with that comes the idea that you're developing, or this new job, or this new opportunity, or this new business. Feels creative, doesn't have to be creative, but with the Empress, it's something that you're moving into, that you're going to develop, and it's going to sort of move you, progress forward in your career. So what is this all about? Let's see what we got here. Yes, so feeling stuck, on the defense, competing or disagreeing with someone regarding an idea or regarding your creativity, your creation, what it is you're about to start, or what it is that you're bringing it, that you're manifesting. What is this all about, right? You're planning, you're preparing to open up. You are working on this, you're communicating on this. There might be other people. I don't know, not sure there are other people, but you're certainly with this Two of Wands, in the midst of organizing something and planning something. What is it all about, Scorpio? Share what you're working on, if it's not something confidential, right? This is your next move. This is a financial decision regarding expansion, expanding your knowledge, expanding your business, expanding your job, expanding your possibilities, your ideas, developing something, you're expanding, right? This might require travel. This might require relocation. You're investing in your future. And with the Empress here, this just confirms that this is something that is money through creativity, right? Nurturing a mindset, nurturing an idea. And it's you're growing your assets, or you're growing your ideas, or growing in assets and ideas. It's a good time for investment, and it's a good time to really push forward this idea that you've had in your mind, maybe for a little while. I don't know, but I feel like this is something that you're ready to embark on with this Ace of Wands, ready to make happen. It's also something you're very passionate about. This is a new opportunity for you. This is something creative and passionate, and it's a green light to start adventure, a green light for the beginning of this new idea to develop, or to be part of a team, or to start the business, or to start that job. It's a real beautiful moment here where you're manifesting and you're aligning yourself, right? Aligning that idea that you've had, or this, if it's not an idea, it's something that you have been working on, right? To expand your career, to evolve, to develop, to make more money. Money is important here. You have the tools to create this financial success, or this success, and it feels like your manifestation powers are really, really high. So use all your skills, use all your ideas, use your energy wisely, and connect with the people on the outside. Connect with the outside world. Connect with the tools you have around you, the network you have around you, the people, the logistics, whatever you have around you. It's time to connect. It's time to connect if you haven't connected already. Moving forward, exciting. This can be a Sagittarius with whom you're working with. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like with this Knight, you're taking a risk, or sometimes a little impulsive in spending, or diving into, right, this really bold opportunity. High risk, high rewards. High risk, high rewards. But so if this is you embarking on this, just be careful you're not impulsively spending and impulsively making decisions, right? The Knight of Wands sometimes acts before they think, and impulsively, makes decisions, or money decisions, or just logistics decisions, business decisions, or for a job, right? Be careful it's not too impulsive. We have Sagittarius, and we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but it feels like you're finding solutions, or you're guided by someone that's going to help you find solutions with this Queen of Pentacles. She's very pragmatic. She's very organized. She knows how to be resourceful. So if this is not you, if this is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feels Taurus, doesn't have to be, feels like this person is resourceful, practical, yes, nurturing as well, helping you with your idea, helping you implement, find solutions, navigate certain ways. Maybe you're investing in a home, maybe you're investing in family or wellness or something, but it feels like this person has a real balanced material success. Sorry, let me grab a little tea. So we have two opposite directions or opposite energies here. One very impulsive, needing to make decisions rapidly, got to take your time. Make sure you take your time. And then another energy, very paused, very balanced, very resourceful, very pragmatic in making decisions, taking their time, doing the right thing, very organized, planning things out, right? And these are two opposite energies. They can be both you. One day, you know, you're extremely organized, you have everything mapped out, you know what you have to do step by step. Every matter counts, every discussion counts. You're going to rethink things, reassess things, take your time. And then another day, you're really impulsive. Okay, this is not going fast enough. Let's just rush this through. Let's just make this happen. We want to make more money, blah, 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 right? There's and here we have, not surprised, the Seven of Pentacles, weighing, reassessing, weighing what worked and what didn't work. What we pushed maybe too far or did too fast, and what is actually really working, and what we have to apply ourselves, right, to make things happen. The Seven of Pentacles, really waiting for financial results, all right, and something is taking time, or waiting for results, waiting for return, waiting for the money, waiting for the answer. And here, as you're waiting, right, because things are taking time, and that's why you're impulsive, that's why you might be a little impatient. This is about, you know, reassessing what is working, what is not working, and what is working to implement forward. A lot of pressure, a lot of responsibilities, 10 of Wands, but you're almost there. You're almost there. So if this has been weighing on you, or not going fast enough, or you feel, you know, pressured, whatever it is, overwhelmed from, you know, too many responsibilities, you feel like you're carrying the weight alone. But I don't feel like you're all alone in this. Although I'm hesitating. You tell me, because at one point I feel like these are both of your energies. One day impulsive, one day extremely organized and tempered and waiting and being resourceful. Or there are people around you that are like that. I feel like here it's important to, if you're feeling that you're carrying the weight alone, to delegate and to reprioritize, to reorganize and delegate. If you're working with other people, give them responsibilities and work together and collaborate, right? Let's see if these are other people. It's definitely a creation of yours, or you have nurtured this idea, these people. All right, what is going on here? This just slipped out. Yeah, we have the Emperor. So carrying a lot of responsibilities. This can be an Aries, a boss, a leader, a powerful person around you that is also impulsive, that is also impatient, and this can be also you. See how we have dual energies each time. Impulsive, impatient, rushing things through. And here we have the Emperor, very fixed, very responsible, setting boundaries, setting structures, setting systems, knowing how to lead and manage and bring in a certain business feel and very professional business feel. It feels though that, you know, the Emperor is also someone that is not extremely flexible, but disciplined, right? So this is the authority in the business. This can be an Aries, this can be your boss, this can be someone you're working with that is the authority in this idea, business, project, job, whatever it is. Comment down below, share your journeys, share your energies. Remember that these are collective readings and collective energies. So as you share your mindset, your journey, what you're going through, that is how we empower each other to move forward. And at the same time, if you're interested in getting a tarot reading, I get messages every day of people that would like a personal tarot reading. I don't do one-on-one, but you do have the opportunity by joining membership to get access to tarot readings during the lives we do, the live tarot sessions every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, or whenever I pop up during the week. These days I pop up during the week because I'm trying to set a weeknight tarot session in with the Sunday session. That's not going anywhere, but I'm trying to coordinate and find the best evening weekday to open a new tarot session. And so you will probably see me pop up here and there this week and next week to figure out what day is best for you and what day you are available for anybody that is interested in getting a tarot reading. Okay, back to the Emperor here. So this is someone that's very constructive, stable, and calm, but also the business leader, the leader of the tasks, the leader of the business, can be a CEO. It's the authority in the business, or that stable income, right? That person, it can be corporate, it can be a managerial role. This is about long-term planning. So if this is not you taking on the lead for this business or taking on the lead of this project, this is the person that is the authority here within this idea job, right? So I feel like they are impulsive, right? They are wanting to rush things. Like, in other words, okay, enough dilly-dallying, or I think we got this, and I think it's time now for us to pull it all together and to make it happen. All right, what is this? And maybe it's you and it's your business, right? And you're like, okay, this has to be, there's a lot of, this is regarding finances, right? Holding on to the money, needing to be in control at all costs, budgeting. And also there's a lot of possessiveness there, a lot of needing to hang on to this and make sure they keep their power. If that is not you. They're not open up. They're very much in control. They're not open up to much, but money control and budget control. All right, one more card. Yes. This is about abundance. This is about your abundance. Okay, 9 of Pentacles. So if this is you with your own business, you're waiting for abundance. You will get financial abundance. You will get financial abundance, and you will gain financial stability, long-term financial stability. But this is about long-term financial stability within this job, business, project, whatever it is, right? Comment down below. I feel like this person here, this Emperor, is all about balancing the finances and, finding that balance to keep the money, to keep the money stable, to keep the books, balancing the books. All right. To get to that point of financial success and abundance. All right, one more card on this let me change decks. One more card on this 9 of Pentacles, please. Okay, so we're back at the Knight of Wands. Yes, that Knight of Wands. So if this is a Sagittarius that you're working with, or Aries, Leo, Sag, but for me, the Knight of Wands is heavy Sag. Either you're not seeing that they are maybe irresponsible or not up to par, or, not taking their responsibilities, or maybe they are not seeing, it feels like you're not opening your eyes on this person, or maybe you're not opening your eyes and seeing that you are sometimes impulsive and you are sometimes wanting to rush things and not taking responsibility for certain things. It's one or the other. We keep going back and forth in these energies of highly planned, highly authority, highly responsible, right? Very organized leader, CEO, whatever, right? and irresponsibility. So back and forth to the point where now we have the Two of Swords, where it's an eye-opener, right? You have to open your eyes on this person, on this energy, pay attention, and see the reality, and see that things need to be really structured, and budgets have to be planned, and spending can't be on a dime, and right, things need to change, and both energies can't be at the same time. There's one moment for exciting, new, impulsive, and developing ideas, brainstorming, very creative. And then there's a time to structure and organize financially, find a business structure, sign contracts, making sure we have the logistics, hiring people, whatever the system is. The Two of Swords tells me that if you don't open up to actually see reality, right, you're not going to be, there's a decision you have to make. There's a decision you have to make. You know what it feels like? It almost feels like you're going from the stage to a stage of side hustle or hobby or exciting, project that you have, something that you've been doing for a while that you excel at, that you really enjoy, that's a lot of fun, to, okay, well, now I'm going to make this my business, and now I'm going to want to make money off of this, and substantial money, so I can, long-term financial stability, so I can live off this. That's the way it feels. And with this Two of Swords, it feels like there's a decision that you have to make, or something that you haven't addressed, that you haven't seen yet, or that you haven't wanted to address, or that you have ignored, right? Something like that. There's an indecision here and a sort of avoidance. Maybe it's job change, maybe it's debt, maybe it's contracts. You're sort of stuck between two options, or two financial options, or two options. Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to stay. Am I going to develop this hobby? Am I going to develop this side hustle and try to make it bigger and try to live off it? Or am I going to stay in, this is a lot of fun. I'm going to do this when I have time. I want to enjoy it. I want to keep it on a fun level. And whatever money I get out of it, if I get a little money out of it, it'll be a little extra, and I'll be happy with it. That's the way it feels. So there's a real indecision or avoidance here, but there we have, it's faded. We have there you have your answer right there with the Wheel of Fortune. Understanding that, whatever you do, things are going to move in a faded way. Like it's divine order, right? So there's a shift, and there's a shift, whether it's positive or negative, there's sort of that karma or that fate or that luck in play. So I feel like there's a sudden gain. Stay adaptable, stay flexible. I feel like that is why you're not quite sure on the decision you're going to make, because it's suddenly shifting and suddenly moving in a way where you feel like some of these forces are beyond your control. And so now it's a moment where you have to adapt to them and make a conscious choice. Okay, I'm not just going to have this on the side. Now things are happening or shifting. Maybe you met someone that's going to help you structure, or maybe it is a moment where you feel like you are good at something, or people are discovering you, or you feel that you can really develop something and make more money out of it. But it demands a lot of structure and flexibility and adaptation, and it's also, you're not quite sure. This is uncertain. So this is an idea you're developing, or your side hustle, or your hobby, but you're not sure if you're going to make money off of it. But you have to take a risk. And here it feels like with this Wheel of Fortune, it's about change, and something will be rewarding, right? It's a pivot time. Maybe you're making less money in your other job, and now you're like, okay, well, I still have this, not make much money out of it, but can I sustain with this and make this my main job, my main gig? Well, I'm not certain. I don't know. I have to invest, or I have to structure. I have to figure things out if I want to make this my job, my full-time job, or my full-time business. So this is about being flexible and understanding that, you know, things might be a little uncomfortable as you shift, as you change. It feels like the universe is just throwing something in there like, okay, well, now you still have this, Scorpio, or now you have this, Scorpio. What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do with your idea, your talent, your hobby, your side hustle? What are you going to do with this? Are you going to explore it? Are you going to exploit it? Are you going to develop it? Or are you just going to leave it as is? It's change. It's going to be a big change. Are you going to resist this? Or are you going to accept it? The ebbs and flows in life. Are you going to accept the uncertainty? Let's see. Let's see. What is this Wheel of Fortune? You have the new beginning here. You're really aligning your talent, your idea with the outside world. It's a moment of manifestation here. Are you going to grab this moment that you've manifested, or are you going to keep it sort of under the radar and keep it as is? I'm intrigued now. Standing your ground. So standing your ground, people are supportive. I don't know. Interesting. So you have a certain comfort of staying in the past, and this is triggering you. And so you're on the defense. This is triggering you. 6 of Cups is triggering emotions in you. It's a trigger for you. Maybe past jobs, past decisions, past choices, past failures, things that you or people you worked with in the past. There's all of a sudden, there's a trigger there, emotional trigger, where maybe that is why you're sort of impulsive. Like, okay, well, if I do this, this has to be going fast. I have to do this fast, and I have to make money fast, and I don't have time for this dilly-dallying, or I don't have time to adapt, and I don't really know where this is going, so I need to know that it's going to make money now. That's the way it feels. And then we have the Temperance. Slow it down. Slow it down. This is a slow process. This is not something overnight. So if it's something you thought was overnight, going to be an overnight success, this is something that's going to take a minute. And it's also being patient with these triggers, these emotions that you have, being pulled, right? One to the other side. Really the desire to do this, but oh, can I really do it? This is building up in me. I'm overwhelmed. I don't know why I'm thinking of all these past things that happened. Take your time to assess, right? The Temperance is all about positive messages, and positive messages to move forward in a very balanced and patient way. Take your time. Take your time, right? Take your time also finding that sort of work-life balance. This is no time for impulsive decisions. Again, we've said that already 10 times, right? These are about thoughtful actions. Blend in your talents, right? Your ideas, and wait for the right moment. Move with intention. It feels like you're really building something meaningful and lasting, but you really have to pay attention to the momentum and to what you're working with. Again, impulsivity, impulsivity, impulsivity. Take the time. Take the time to think, to assess, and really take the time to make your decisions. We do have a manifestation here with the Magician. You do have all the tools you need. Direct, focus, and apply. Utilize the connections that you have, right? You're manifesting something into reality, and it's going to take a minute. That's okay. It's your passion. It's exciting. You've been doing this for a while. Maybe you didn't think this is going to happen. Maybe you didn't think this day would happen. One more card on the Magician and the Ace of Wands. What is this all about for? What has Scorpio manifested here? It's almost like you're like, wow, this manifested? Really? I'm going to do this? That's the way it feels. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups again. So you're very proud. Not surprising. Scorpio's a very proud person. Proud of what they represent, proud of the hard work, the dedication, how they show up in a job, how they show up and commit to something, right? Very hard worker. So you're very proud to lead this team or to be rewarded to have transformed this into reality, but it's weighing on your shoulders. You're overwhelmed. And again, it's triggering emotions because you don't trust someone or you don't trust yourself. Ah, interesting. Nine of Wands, you will move forward. You're walking on eggshells. You're freaked out, but you will persevere. Nine of Swords. What are you not trusting? Or what is it that, is there some, okay, because these fell out as well. So am I taking these? Okay. Let's see what cards we have here. Okay, so Seven of Swords, you're competing. You're competing with this we have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Five of, focus on your assets. Focus on your assets, focus on your talent, your ideas, focus on what you are moving forward and this exciting project. I think that what is weighing you down is either someone that you don't trust or that mistrust you in the past or you mistrust in the past. Because we do have, again, the Six of Cups. So this is someone in the past or emotions that are bubbling up to the surface that a trigger for you that, you know, the past decisions that you made in your career or in your life, right? These are moments where, you know, maybe you needed help from the past. Maybe you needed help in the past, and maybe you needed your family to help you. And that is how you move forward. And you don't want that anymore, right? This is about simplicity over luxury. And maybe you think you have to live up to something. And maybe you think that, you know, okay, they're going to come to the rescue, and you don't want that. You want your independence. You want your financial independence. And I really think that that is that main anxiety that you have, the main stress that you have with the Seven of Swords, to maybe have to, that you know it's a risk, and maybe that, you know, you don't want to have deception with poor planning or deception with the bad choices. But I really think that that's in the past. And maybe it wasn't transparent, and maybe you don't want that to resurface, or, you know, I really think that those emotions or the stress or the overwhelmness is about that, about bad strategy in the past. But that's okay. You're not in that anymore, right? Now you have far advanced, right? There might be a conflict over money, and maybe there was a conflict over self-interest, over something that wasn't fair. Maybe it was behavior. Maybe it's, you know, just people around you that were difficult, and that, you know, that playing mind games. That's a possibility as well. But with the Five of Cups, I really feel like this is time to focus on what remains and your strengths and your strategies, and to move forward. You will have the support. I think that this Three of Cups is your support system, family, friends, or even coworkers. And you're like, they're supporting me, but in the past it was really hard to do this, and I had to ask help from my family, and I don't want to ask them anymore, or I don't want to be in that energy anymore. And it's taking you right back to that energy where you don't want to be, but it's in the past, and it can be way, way back in the past. Done with the World card. Done. It's just a trigger. Just remember that it's a trigger and that you can master triggers, right? The World is about accomplishments, pulling it all together, success. You have the World over that. And the World is about opening your world up as well. Just that completion, the success, maybe graduation even. This is the reward for your long-term effort. And this is a beautiful, prosperous new chapter that begins. And there we have the new journey of independence, trusting yourself to go into the unknown, to take the risk, to take that leap of faith, to get out of those obligations, maybe family obligations, or to get out of that mindset that things are going to come around again and happen in the same way. This is really about trusting yourself and trusting your this new financial beginning. So whatever it is, whether it's a startup or your new business or this idea that you're developing, yes, it's risky, but yes, it's filled with potential. So trust your vision. And you can do both at the same time. If you have a job, if you don't have a job, then it might be time to push forward, but to take your time. This cannot be impulsive. It cannot be done in a minute. Reassess, think it out, see the possibilities, understand how it has to be structured and what you need to make it happen before making any decisions. But you do have this World card and the Fool. Trust your vision. Trust your vision. Let's see if there's one last message for the road. Scorpios, these readings are always profound and pretty amazing. All right, one last message for the road for Scorpios. Weekly money and career, July 20th to the 28th. One last message for the road. And we have the Knight of Wands again. We're not going to rehash that. And the Ace of Wands, the new beginning. Trust that vision. Yeah, there are obstacles. You can stay in control. There's nothing you can't handle. There's that Queen of Pentacles again. So yes, you may have Sag around you, Taurus around you, someone helping you make that wish come in. Find that contentment. Find that dream. Allow the dream to process and to evolve. But yes, before that, there's a lot of reassessing here. What the Hermit, right? Understanding that I still have the Two of Swords in my mind. You have to make a decision. This is your personal decision. You have to dive deep to figure out what you want. It's not a quick fix. It's not a quick fix. This is you personally having to dive down and dealing with those overwhelming, I want to say demons, but it's not demons. There's just triggers and emotional triggers from the past. But with the Hermit, it's understanding that you're the one that has the answer, right? It's sort of take a moment to withdraw, take a moment to get out of the noise, the answers from social media, the advice. Everybody always has advice on everything. You get information all the time. Take a moment outside of that to just stand still, quietly, and meditate or just reflect and reassess where you are in your life, in your job, in your career process, what you're all about, what you desire, and what this is all about, and why it's triggering you so much. Once you just relax a little bit, right, then maybe this reflection, right, can lead to action. But reflect before acting. Wisdom over wealth, right? Maybe withdraw a little bit to reevaluate. Maybe it's a solo career, maybe not. Just remember, wisdom over wealth. reflect before acting. I think that that's going to be the magic word, reflect over acting. If you're interested in putting your name in the hat for a free reading, all you have to do is put reflect over acting down below in the comments section, or reflect before acting. Over or before, reflect before acting, down below in the comments section, and be subscribed. Don't forget to be subscribed. Half of the people that watch this channel are not subscribed, so please consider looking and seeing if you are subscribed, and please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Thank you so much, Scorpios. Thank you so much for connecting, for being here, sharing your stories and sharing your mindsets and your energies. Gratitude to each and every one. Have a great week, Scorpios. Take care. Bye-bye.